Hello, thank you so much for joining me. And I've got my cup of tea all ready, so I'm very happy to be having this chat with you about career reflections today for your career clarity. So I'm not sure how many people will actually be joining me today, but if you are here, please do this. Do say hello in the chat and let me know where you're watching from, because it's always good to know if there's anybody actually on the call. And I would love to know if there is anybody here and if you can hear me. Carol Burton. Hello, Carol. I hope that I am loud enough. And if I go too fast, please tell me to slow down. So I'm delighted that you're here, because that means that it is working. And so today, the reason why I'm doing this LinkedIn Live, it's been a long time since I've actually done one. The last one was for International Women's Day. But so many of my clients have been coming to me because they're feeling a little bit confused about what they should be doing next in their careers, and also getting a little bit frustrated about it as well. And someone is watching from Nara today. Hello, 𝗠𝗲, how nice to have you join me as well. 𝗂𝘅𝗧, hello, thank you so much from Singapore. And Carol, I'm not absolutely perfect, but I guess the volume is perfect, so that's good. And hello, Danielle from Brisbane. It's so lovely that you're here as well. Anyway, the reason why I'm doing this is because, as I say, many clients have been coming to me because they felt, they say to me, I don't know what I should be doing in my career. What should I do next? I'm looking for a job and it's just not cutting through. And what I realize as we're going through that coaching process is that it's because their messaging is not clear. They want a job, but they don't want any job. They want a job that's going to make them happy. And they don't really know what satisfies them, what motivates them, the skills that they really want to use more of. And that really can get quite frustrating. So today, I want to take you through a process that is very simple. When I go through it, you're going to think, oh, I knew that. Why didn't I do it? And so sometimes some things are so obvious, you need to have someone point them out to you. Now, let me just have a look in the chat again and see from Brisbane, Bhagwati, hello, good morning. And someone says LinkedIn user from Sydney. So nice to have you here as well. So everybody who's here, if while I'm going through the process, you do have any questions, then at the end, I'll answer the questions. I want to also let you know that I've got some free resources for you. Most people, when they do a live or a webinar, they make you wait until the end before you get any of the free stuff. So some of you may not be able to stay till the end. So I think I'm going to give you my free stuff right away. I'm going to be going through my career reflections journal. I created it specially and it looks absolutely beautiful. So if I give you this link, okay, if you go to bit.ly/career reflections journal. Now, please make sure that you put the capital C, capital R, capital J, because it's case sensitive. If you go to career reflections journal, then you'll see that there is an order form and you can order it. All you need to do to get it for free is to apply the coupon code LinkedIn Live. All right. So here is the link. It's bit.ly/case sensitive career reflections journal. All right. Just hold that there for a little while. And in a minute, I will give you the promo code that you can apply so that you can get it for free. You can just write it down and then download it later. And I'll give you some other links to other free resources as well. Okay. But this is what I'm going to be covering today. So what I want to do is to show you a presentation which has images of what's in the Career Reflections journal. You don't have to download it if you don't want to, but if you have a pen and a paper, you might want to write down some of the suggestions that I provide for you today, okay? The reason why I'm doing this is, for those of you who already know me, I'm on a mission to make careers guidance accessible to all who need it, and not only that, but affordable for all who need it as well. So I have lots of different options. Some are free. Obviously, I run a business, so some are paid, and then my full and remarkable solution is the one-on-one coaching and my coaching programs, because that's where you really get a lot of value as well. So let me see in the comments, anything else? Okay. And Kazim from Paris. Well, we've got a truly international group today, so I'm really, really happy that you are all here. So let me share my screen. And I'll go through what I want to cover with regard to career clarity. Okay. Anytime you want me to speak a little louder, I'll have a look in the comments and see if anything, if I need to be a little bit louder. And hello, Raj. Good to see you here as well. Let me share my screen now. Okay. So I will find my. There we go. And here is. Excuse me, here is my slideshow. Let me go to the slideshow. I'll play from the start. So I hope that you can see this now. I'm just double checking to make sure that it is visible, because if you can't see it, then I'm going to have to do something else. I'm just refreshing my screen just to be sure that you can see the presentation. Can you see the presentation, anybody? Do say in the chat if you can't, because I'm not sure if you can actually see it or not at the moment. Okay, I'm just double checking before I begin. If I keep talking and you can't see anything, that's not very good, is it? Okay, so this is refreshing. I'm looking at my iPad just to be sure that you're able to see. And let me check and see if there's anything in the comments. I think that you're okay. Yes, you can see it now. All right, that's perfect. Your Career Reflections Journal. So you can see that this is the front page of my journal, and you can just write down what I'm going to tell you, or you can download the Career Reflections Journal. I'll give you the link again at the end. Okay, so what we need to know is that when you journal and you think about what has happened in your career in the past, then you're able to make sense of the past, what's happening right now in your career, and what you hope for in your future. And so often we get so very, very busy in our daily lives that we don't take time to think about what truly makes us happy, what it is that we really want to aim for. And by taking time to do these reflections, you'll get a clear sense of yourself, which makes sense, doesn't it? So first page is, who am I? We need to know your name, you put in your contact details, and you just put a brief introduction of who you are, not just personally, but professionally. Now, this is not to share with anybody. This is for yourself, okay? And because it's such a beautiful journal, when you actually print it out, it's something that you will love to keep. And I can show you here, if I put it in front of me, what it looks like. And the pages, when you print it out, you know, the pages are all beautifully designed as well, because I like to create nice things for you. So write down a brief introduction of who you are, personally and professionally, and what's important to you. The next thing to think about is, what is your most recent role, or what is your current role at the moment? What industry are you in? What business is it that you're in? And then how do you feel about the current role, the company, the industry, your manager, and your team? How do you feel about it? Does it make you feel inspired? Are you feeling grateful to be in such a great environment? Does it make you feel a little bit frustrated? Is there something missing? Now, your feelings are never wrong. Your feelings are your feelings. And that's why in number 3 here, I ask you to write down how you feel about the role, the company, the industry you're in. Okay, does it match your values? The person that you report to, and also the team environment. Once you know how you feel about it, you acknowledge that feeling, right? Then, what are your short-term career goals? The next 6 to 12 months, what are you hoping to achieve? What would you like? Do you want to aim for a promotion? Do you want to keep the status quo? Do you want to learn something new that will give you additional skills and knowledge that you can use to aim for that next step in your career? It doesn't have to be a promotion. You might want to make a lateral move, a diagonal move. So it really does depend. But short term, for the rest of this year, what are you hoping to achieve? And then where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 4 years? I don't want to say 10 to 15 years because that's so far in the future that anything could happen. Who would have predicted COVID would have, put a spanner in the works for so many careers and businesses? Who would have thought that, global wars, things that happen on the other side of the world could affect us here in Australia as well? So just go as far as 2 to 4 years. What would you like to achieve for yourself? Where would you like to be? What roles might you want to aim for? What job titles will be happy for you? So sit and have a little bit of a think, okay? Just because you write it down doesn't mean it's set in stone and it cannot change. This is what you aspire to. They are your aspirations. And then let's take stock. We need an inventory, basically. What are your skills? What are your strengths? What can you do? Are you a great analyst? Are you good at numbers? Are you good at communication? Are you a leader? Are you someone who, consider that your sense of humor is a key skill or a strength? What is it that you bring to the table that could be of value in your role? And then for your next roles in the future, how can you leverage those strengths? So say if you are a detail-oriented person, okay, and you love analysis, you can conduct research and analysis for your role, but also if you use research and analysis as a tool to help you assess what else you could do in your career, you could leverage those strengths for your future roles as well. Now, you may, when you're going through this, think, oh, I've got a bit of a gap in my skills. So what are the skills that you would like to develop? There are many ways that you can develop your skills. You don't have to pay a fortune to go to a university or training body. You could go to LinkedIn, for example, because LinkedIn is so useful. And if you've got the premium profile, you get access to LinkedIn Learning. And LinkedIn Learning is absolute gold. There is so much in it that you can learn about software skills, you can learn about leadership skills, you can learn about communication, you can learn C++, Java, NLP. There are so many different courses that you can take on LinkedIn Learning that it would be well worthwhile to explore it, and it wouldn't cost an arm and a leg either. Okay, so the next thing to assess is, what are the values that are most important to you in your career? Is it status, recognition, high earnings potential, or is it more to do with affiliation and the community and service and giving back? In your career, what is it that you truly value? Is it working with integrity? Is it working with people who are competent? There's nothing worse than being surrounded by incompetence, right? But, what is it that is important to you? Is it competence? Is it acquiring additional knowledge? Is it friendships? Is it relationships? Is it high earnings potential? These are all important values. There are no bad values, okay? So if working with integrity is important to you in your career, say that's one of your values, then over here, why are these values significant to you? Why? There has to be a reason, okay? And the values are significant to you usually because it reflects a need in you. Perhaps say if you really want recognition and that's important to you in your career, perhaps when you were younger, or perhaps something happened in your past where you felt that you weren't recognized for who you were or who you are. And so it's important to you now in your career to gain that element of control so that you do get the recognition that you deserve for the hard work that you do. So the why is very important, okay? Take a little bit of time to dig deep and peel away the layers that might be hiding your true reason why something is important to you. Next thing I want you to think about is also what aspects of your current and past roles actually gave you satisfaction. Was it that you were recognized? Was it that you were able to work in a team? Was it that people left you alone and you could just do your deep analysis? Was it that you were able to present on a stage, or you were able to brainstorm and come up with new ideas and be innovative and creative? There are lots of different things that might make you feel satisfied. So what was it that made you feel satisfied in your previous roles, all the different previous roles that you've had, and also your current role? You might find that there is a common thread that you can latch onto, because if there's a common thread of something that always makes you feel really rewarded, then if you were going to go for the next role, you'd like to be able to repeat that gives you satisfaction too. And then I have a few stars here for you to now rate how satisfied you are in your current role or your most recent role if you're in between jobs. So on a scale of 1 being not that satisfied to 10 being deliriously happy, rank that role. And it'll be interesting to see how happy you really are or satisfied you really are right now. And then consider, what would your ideal job look like? What would it feel like to be in the dream role? What does it look like, smell like, feel like? What will you be doing? What I love to do with my clients is to say, look, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and just imagine you have no barriers. You are in the dream job that you've always wanted, and it's a wonderful feeling. What are you doing? I did this with one of my clients, 20 years ago, and he turned it into a reality. He was worried that he was too old to make a career transition. He's an absolutely wonderful man. We're still in touch now. And he said, "Oh, Jane, I'm one of the greys. No one's going to hire me." And at the time, he was only 52, and I'm so much older than that now because it's been over 20 years that when we first worked together. And I said, "No, you are never too old to dream another dream," as C.S. Lewis said. But if you know who you are, what you want, what you can do, the values that you bring to the table, you can create that dream role. What is it? So we closed our eyes and he was describing it, and he could see himself on a stage with a large audience, and he was talking about what he felt most passionate about, and that was quality assurance within the workplace. And you know what? Fast forward a couple of months from then, and he had created his own business doing just that, and he was traveling around the Asia Pacific region. Now, while he was networking and exploring, and because he was so clear as to what he was hoping for, he found that he was given other job offers because people were saying, "Oh, wow, that's great value that you bring. You could do this for us," right? And so when you are really clear as to what it is that you want, the messaging that you give to other people is very clear too. So next thing to assess is your career achievements. So what are your career achievements? You can photocopy this page if you download my journal and do it as many times as you like. Think about things that you've done that you feel particularly proud of. Did you save time? Did you save money? Did you improve profits? Did you streamline a process? Did you create something that was new and different? Did you identify a problem and resolve it? Did you mitigate risk? There are so many things that you could have done that actually had a tangible benefit. So write them down and analyze what were the aspects of those achievements that you felt particularly proud of, and what did you learn as you were going through that process. And then consider, how did those achievements impact your professional growth? Did any of your achievements result in a promotion or an award or recognition or just personal satisfaction? So consider that, because this is a little bit like your brag book. Because if you are able to acknowledge, "Hey, I'm pretty good at this," and most of us say, "Oh, it was nothing," or "It was just my job." Well, no, I want you to acknowledge, "I did a really good job. I worked really hard on that, and I'm darn proud of it as well." So acknowledge your achievements, and it will help to boost your confidence, especially if you're in between roles and you need to build your confidence in order to market yourself. Okay? Then face your fears. What about challenges? There are so many things to think about, so I hope you're taking notes or that you'll be downloading this journal. Okay? What challenges have you faced and overcome in your career? What was the tough stuff that hit you in the face and you think, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can do it. And I really want someone else to fix it for me, but you had to step up. So write down those challenges and the ones that you overcame really well. What did you learn from facing those challenges as well? Now, what about today? What are the challenges that you're currently facing? Be really specific with what they are. What is difficult about a particular challenge that you're facing right now? And what support do you need to overcome those challenges? Do you need your manager to assist you? Do you need your colleagues to assist you? Do you need to get your team to pull together? Do you need a mentor? Do you need a career coach? Do you need any sort of professional help in order to overcome those challenges? Write it down and then think about who might be able to assist you. Okay? Then think about your network, because your network is your net worth. Okay? Honestly, networking is the best way to progress in your career. And I don't mean schmoozing and saying, here's my business card, call me. I mean developing authentic relationships, really connecting with people, being your genuine self. Yes? So who are your professional connections who can support you in your career? Who are they? Is it your boss? Is it a colleague? Is it a mentor? Is it someone that you admire in a different company? Write down those specific people who you think, oh, they might be able to assist me. Search through LinkedIn as well. See who is it that you're connected to that you think, oh, I wonder if they would be happy to have a little bit of a chat as I do some exploration. And then consider, how can you expand your professional network? How? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? LinkedIn, obviously, is one way to expand your professional network, and that is online. So it's easy. You're sitting behind the computer. But what about attending certain events where you're going to meet people in different industries or different companies, or who are in the same industry as you? And that's going to help you to expand your professional network. There are specific networking groups that you can join, or you can have a look on meetup.com and see what groups are there as well. Okay, and have a look at the different events like this one that you're attending on LinkedIn that may be able to assist you, because you know all the people who have registered attend on this particular LinkedIn Live broadcast. You can click on the network button on my event, on my profile, where I've got my events, and you can scroll through the people who've said they're attending and see if there's a bit of synergy and reach out to them as well and say, hey, I attended Jane's Career Clarity LinkedIn Live, and I see that you're exploring career clarity too. Shall we assist each other and be each other's accountability body, or something like that? Now think, who can help you build your professional network on LinkedIn? Who are the specific people you can reach out to? Would you like to reach out to me? If we're not connected, feel free to follow or connect with me on LinkedIn. I'd be delighted. Okay, but really have a think about who can help me to build my network, because you need to expand your network in order to start building your brand as well. Now, for those of you who are thinking about your future career and perhaps career change, what do you want to change in your career? What is not quite right? Is it that you want more money? Is it that you want more recognition? Is it that you want more time freedom or flexibility? Or do you want a greater job title? Or do you want to actually get out of the industry that you're in? What sort of change do you want? What specifically do you want to change in your career? And then identify the steps, one step at a time, to take to make this change. You see what this journal is doing? It's making you take ownership and start to get creative about what you can do yourself. Of course, you can always have me as your career coach to guide you, but I'm not selling you anything today. I'm just helping you to get a little bit clearer. So what are the steps that you think you can take to make this change? And then if you feel, oh, I can't do it by myself, then consider, who will be able to help me through the exploration process and help me to take the right steps to make this career change? Is it your manager? Is it senior management? Is it human resources? Is it a mentor? Is it a coach? So identify who can help you, because that will give you the courage to reach out to those people next. Yes? So that's covered an awful lot of information, hasn't it, that will be very helpful for you. And so what I want you to do is to practice self-care during the career change process. Okay, now self-care is really important, especially if you're job hunting, because it can get quite stressful. So in my journal, you can actually tick this off. And as I say, you can download this journal for free. I'll give you the links again in a minute. Exercise, go for a walk, clear your head. Make sure your nutrition is giving you the sufficient minerals and vitamins and energy for you to be your best self. Get enough sleep. Sleep, honestly, is the one thing that seems to disappear when you feel a little bit stressed. So make sure that you meditate, practice some stillness in your life, and allow yourself to sleep and rest and recuperate. And do spend some time in nature. It's Friday today. You can go out and go for a nice walk in nature over the weekend, I hope. Now, with regard to your career, if you really want assistance, okay, it's important to expand your professional network, number one. Reach out to people. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need professional support, go to janejacksoncoach.com. That's what I'm here for. Oop, let me go back. Okay. Or if you want to assess what's missing in your career, take my career success quiz. It only takes 2 minutes and you'll get your results and recommendations for improvement immediately. To take my career success quiz, you can go to janejacksoncoach.com. You'll scroll down and you'll find the quiz, or you can go directly by going to careersuccess.scoreapp.com, because it's my quiz platform. And of course, my career success program is at 𝗑careersacademy.online. Okay, so I'm just going to stop sharing now and see how you're going. I hope that was interesting. Let me just quickly have a look in the chat to make sure. All good. Yes, we can see. You can see. Oh, good. Okay, it took me a long time to be able to see it. So thank you, Rihanna Shank. Oh, thanks for the link. Is there a link to the workbook? Yes, this is the link, Raj. Okay, bit.ly/career reflections journal. And then in order to get it for free, add this promo code, LinkedIn Live, all one word, LinkedIn Live, okay? And then when you apply the promo code, it will be free, so you don't need to pay. Something you can do also is, if you want to share this with other people, you can just add more people's email addresses and get it for them as well on that order form. It's very simple to do. And let me go back to the comments. So back to Eden. You're in transition. Okay, I hope. Raj, you're job hunting and would like to receive a copy of your journal. Yes, of course you can. Okay, here's the link. Oh, thank you, LinkedIn user who put it there, okay, for me, so that everybody can download it. Do you have any questions? Because I've got a couple of minutes before I need to go, and I'm very happy to respond to any questions. I can see that I think there are quite a number of you online now, but I don't know if you've got any questions for me. I'm always happy to respond. What I would like you to do also is, now you've got the link and you've got the LinkedIn Live is the promo code to apply. But if you would like to have a look at my career success program, which is, I'm on a mission to make careers guidance accessible and affordable. This is accessible and it's ridiculously affordable. It's an online portal that you can join, and I'm there live every fortnight. So every 2 weeks, I have a live group coaching call where I sit here on Zoom and I answer all questions, or do a resume review or a LinkedIn review, or I give you a boost of confidence. Okay, and all the members who are in the Career Success Program seem to really enjoy the contents that's there. I've got all of my online courses: how to write a resume, how to build your personal brand for career success, LinkedIn for career success, how to ace your job interview, how to build a business even, because those are my online courses. I've got dozens and dozens of webinars that are part of the program that are in there as well. And all my exercises and templates are there. So if you want to go to the Careers Academy, you can explore to see what the Career Success Program is all about. Plus, when you're at that link, you'll see there's a tab that says free resources. And I have so much available there that's free for you as well. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful. Oh, thank you. Whoever it was who said, I can't see your name, Jane, that was wonderful. It was wonderful to be here for you. Now, this replay will be available on my profile always, so you'll always be able to watch it again. So if you happen to be watching the replay, do let me know. And so I know that you came back a little bit later. All right. So if you want to connect with me, connect with me. If you want to send me a DM for some more information, then send me a direct message. And this is being broadcast on LinkedIn, on my profile. It's being broadcast on my YouTube channel, which you're very welcome to go and find. Where is it? It's here. Okay, that's my YouTube channel. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube, where I have lots of career advice as well, please go there and subscribe. I'd love to see you there. And I'm also broadcasting on my Facebook business page. And you'll be able to find me on Facebook at Jane Career Coach, Instagram at Jane Career Coach as well. So I hope this has been helpful to all of you, and I really look forward to seeing you next time. If you want, I can do these LinkedIn Lives regularly if it would be helpful. So, oh, thank you, Carol, for being there, and thank you for the other LinkedIn user who says thanks, and thank you so much, Raj. So I'm going to end the stream now, and I'll see you next time. Send me a DM if you want regular LinkedIn Lives with career tips from me. Okay, bye now.